non-chairs except for our friend over there standing. You right there? Great. Okay, perfect. We will get started. So thank you everyone for coming out tonight to another edition of our Forefront Talk series presented by Next Health. We do these talks to bring you guys the latest and greatest in health optimization. You need something? Good?
Yes.
What do we need?
Sorry, where's the headset?
We're dealing with technology tonight, so a couple extra little kinks to work through. We good? We need one more. Okay. Got it. All right, I'll keep going. Yes. Questions already. Love it. Okay, 2 more headphones we need. Does everyone else have headphones, or does anyone not have headphones? Just 2. Okay, we need 2 more headphones. They'll get them for you. So, as I was saying, we do these talks to bring you the latest and greatest in health optimization, and today is no exception. Tonight's event is not only going to be a talk on brain health, but an immersive experience, which is a topic that I'm incredibly excited about because I've always been obsessed with trying to figure out ways to improve cognitive performance. So I'm thrilled to sit here with you guys and see what this is all about. We will be giving everyone a Brain B shot. So at the end, make sure that you check out Kaylee and Vanessa by the front door and grab a voucher from them for your Brain B shot. You can come back and use it anytime next week. And one lucky person is going to win a Next Health Brain IV. So the details on how to win the Brain IV are on your program on the back, but pretty simple. We do these social raffles, take some pictures, post on Instagram, like Next Health, tag Next Health, and we'll choose one person by tomorrow who will be the winner. All right, we have 2 guest speakers tonight who are sitting right here, these 2 handsome gentlemen. You guys are going to learn about the latest in brain optimization, and you're going to have an immersive brain massage experience. And I did say brain massage. That is by our friend Peter, which I'll tell you a little bit about. He's an engineer in his past life turned esteemed meditation teacher. He's the founder of Future Self Method and a life coach. We'll email you a discount code to his Future Self Method so you can check it out. He does classes at Unplugged Meditation every Wednesday. I think Wednesdays at 8 p.m.? 8 p.m. It's basically a taste of what you guys are going to get tonight. I've done it. It was incredible. I felt like I left this planet. An hour went by in 10 minutes. It's a really, really amazing experience. I'm excited for you guys to try it out. Meditation for a lot of people can be daunting, especially with technology being such a constant distraction in our society. So Peter, in his unorthodox ways, has harnessed technology to create an immersive meditation experience, aka the brain massage, which is designed to help you reach deeper states of relaxation and meditation. He's going to take you through a gentle, guided visualization using the wireless headsets that you have to go on a deep inward journey. It features MindTravel music compositions, which are based on extensive neurological research to enhance the experience. Pretty incredible stuff. And then our other speaker, Dr. Amir Vokshoor, is truly an innovator and an expert in his field. A board-certified neurosurgeon specializing in complex brain and spine surgery, he advocates for a comprehensive approach to neurological well-being, kind of like what we do here at Next Health for health optimization, taking a holistic and comprehensive approach to optimizing your health. He does the same thing for the brain. He's the founder of the Institute of Neuro Innovation, INI, a non-profit organization uniting research, technology innovation, and neuroscience education in order to improve the lives of those suffering from neurological disorders. As an innovator, he looks for ways outside of his traditional surgical practice to help others. He also founded Neurovella Brain Spa, which provides innovative therapies to alleviate symptoms caused by pain, stress, anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress, and other neurological conditions using the latest advancements in non-invasive neuroscience. So along with your Brain B shot, you are going to receive a complimentary brain spa session. So Dr. Amir is going to kick off the event for us, and then we'll transition to the meditation. So without further ado, please welcome Dr. Amir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you so much for that illustrious introduction. I hope I can fill those shoes. It's an absolute honor to be here. I didn't prepare a formal presentation. If anyone wants a formal presentation on brain health, please reach out to me. I'd love to talk about it. But this was more to be an informal introduction to what we're working on, and we really You know, it's like it takes a village. That's an understatement in brain health, and I really think we need, and you guys are, you know, at the forefront of this because you're here tonight, and that says a lot about you guys. So it really is going to take a significant effort on all our parts to crack the code of, I would say, the next 5, 10, 15 years, which is quite exciting. And I can't tell you how excited I am to be a neurosurgeon at this time where we are about to uncover some really exciting things about the brain, which has been one of the most secretive organs up to now. I see Dr. Ram over there is an expert expert cardiologist from Cedars, who, you know, I think that the heart's obviously very important, but we've learned so much about the heart over the last 50, 60 years, whereas the brain has been so secretive and so stingy about uncovering or letting us know about how it does what it does. And what it does is so cool because it not only directs hormones and our cognition and our function and movement and coordination, but it also does really oddball things like create bias and create prejudice and creates profiling and creates fear, and it's making my heart race right now for no reason because I'm speaking to a whole crowd here, and it's been exciting but extremely slow and frustrating to see how 200 billion cells with 300 trillion connections bring electrical activity into this, which is coherent, cohesive. We're all here. It's so real, but it's an illusion. And it does such a good job telling us that this is so real. It's so right here. And that's what's really exciting about brain health, because it's not just pumping blood. It literally defines you as you. And it keeps telling you that you're you and that I am me. And we're separate. And we're locked in this very cool box with all kinds of interesting foramina and anatomical design that's really out of this world. I mean, just from a design standpoint, I think Steve Jobs would have agreed that the brain is extremely cool and design friendly from that standpoint. Anyway, I'm a neurosurgeon. I look for practical solutions to help people. And as a clinician, you're always a little bit of a catalyst. And as a neurologist, you want to kind of localize the lesion. Where is this person's problem? Where is the electrical pathway not doing its job? And as a surgeon, you're an anatomist and you're a structuralist, and you're always looking to see, how can I make this anatomy a little better? And as a psychologist, you look at the person and say, okay, where is the person's pain point coming from? What's their coping mechanism? Can they really withstand what I'm planning here? And I have to do that on a daily basis, and countless times I felt like we were not doing a great job for our patients. So a person would come in with severe chronic pain. There's obviously something wrong with their spine. And you can offer your beautiful anatomical correction, which is fun because you know how to do it and you're an expert, but you're not sure if that anatomical correction will bring the person back to their pre-morbid activity, back to recover, back to health, and you're not really sure. We don't really know what the accurate success rates for spine surgery are, and that's one of the things we're actually trying to crack at our research institute, is to be more accurate with those. So that was one of the challenges. I felt like we were not doing a good enough job just telling a patient, hey, this is most likely what's going to happen to you. And countless times, people that had chronic pain or other, I'd hate to say, brain-related disorders, some past trauma, some other thing that happened in their past, we would be completely lost. And we would get psychologists and psychiatrists and everyone else involved and say, I don't know about that. We literally call it in residency, that's a supratentorial problem. That's up here. There's something here that's not connecting, and they got to go work it out with a therapist or something like that. But as a neurosurgeon, I felt like we really failed a lot of people with that algorithm, with that treatment algorithm. Great in anatomical correction, take tumors out, treat disc pain, clip aneurysms, beautiful surgeries, but really not healing these people completely, or at least I wasn't involved in their complete healing, and I felt like we were doing a terrible job. So I think efforts like Next Health and Neurovella are doctors' answers in saying, where is the vacuum, where is the gap in the healthcare delivery? And I felt that most when my father contracted Alzheimer's disease. And we were giving him pills, and we were trying to reorient him, and we would play music of his past, which actually worked. Music is amazing in recovering some memory pathways, at least temporarily. But that was a big hit for me, and I was like, wow, I'm a brain surgeon, and I have no idea how this disconnection is doing this and completely ravaging my father. So that was 10 years ago. That was the birth of I&I. And since then, I've realized there's no place for a person with a severe concussion to go. There's no brain place for healing. There's no place for people with severe post-traumatic stress to go. You're just like, hey, just go relax at home and don't use your brain too much, and don't do too much, but don't do too little, and stay active, and good luck. And that's pretty much where we end it. So, huge vacuum. And so there is a significant amount of holistic science, and that's why I'm very excited to be experiencing this sort of other side of brain healing, the brain massage through meditative paths, that I thought we were not utilizing at all in our sort of Western or traditional or allopathic health pathways. And being in LA, thankfully we have access to a lot of, I would say, holistic scientists or holistic specialists. And I started going down this path to treat my patients better. And there was a particular patient, Jennifer, I don't think she'll mind me saying her name, that had significant chronic pain, pro snowboarder, ex-pro snowboarder, that had substance abuse issues in her family and depression, a lot of deep stuff that needed spine surgery. And I knew that I could do the spine surgery really well, but I had this hunch, like, I don't know, I don't think she's going to do that well. So we did the spine surgery. She did okay. She needed another one. She did okay, but our interaction was extremely, I would say, almost initially mechanical, and then it was almost adversarial, because she would come seeking surgery. Like, you have to fix me because I'm in pain, and you better sign me up for surgery right now. And that was when I felt like I was at a loss. And that's when miraculously Jennifer met Peter at a meditation session. And she came back to me with insight that was so different than the old Jennifer that I was like, I got to meet this guy, because she was almost like making sure I'm having a good day. And she was so profoundly insightful about her pain, and so owning it, and so like just a different version of herself, that I thought she'd had brain stimulation or psychotherapy or electric shock therapy, but she hadn't. She just started really actively meditating. A year after that, I got an injury as surfing. I actually was on crutches, operating on a scooter. Terrible ordeal. I don't want to bore you with that. But the recovery was so arduous that I said, I need to do something. I'm getting depressed. And I started trying to meditate. And it was transformative. I'm still not great at it. And that's when I started telling the I&I researchers that we really need to look at this with a little bit more depth, and we started amassing the body of literature that we have done so far, that the neuroscientists have done so far, on actual structural effects of meditation on the brain. And being a spine surgeon, specializing in spine surgery, we call the spine the dumb brain. Spinal cord literally follows the brain, but it also feeds the brain. That's why exercise and motion are so important to brain health. And so we started looking at these networks. I think at the time, the Connectome project that was going on in the Northeast was only at the level of the rat brain. And I think very recently, and by the way, this is an open mic as well. If anyone knows more hot off the press information, feel free to just raise your hand and we can discuss it openly. But I think until very recently, they got to like the monkey brain, and it's basically a massive computer trying to emulate the number of connections that are going on in the rat spinal cord or the monkey spinal cord. And I think by like 2025, we'll be much closer to the human brain. It's called the Connectome Project, and it's still ongoing. It's basically a massive computer network that's working 24/7 to try to reconnect the number of connection pathways in those brains. But what I found in the literature search was there was actual structural changes that happen in the brain as a result of meditating a long time. And when some of the studies that came out of University of Wisconsin were on experienced meditators, Buddhist monks, etc., but some of them were on like a meditation session, let's say 6 weeks of a meditative program on everyday subjects, and they realized that even those people had better reactions, better function, better emotional regulation when they were not meditating. So, and I can assure you, I mean, I don't think I'm anywhere close to that, but I've seen some transformative things in my thought pathways as a result of the discipline that I've taken to try to increase my non-judgmental mindfulness. And you know, frankly, we're still, I would say, at the infancy of this part of the science. We have neuroimaging, where you have to stay really still inside an MRI machine to learn anything. Very difficult to translate that immediately to behavior, although a lot of people are. We have behavioral science, which is always kind of skewed with some bias in some ways, but they're doing a fantastic job bringing those to fruition. And then we have things that we can actually do to our metabolism. Things like micronutrients, things like electrical stimulation, things like neurofeedback, things like using proprioceptive mechanisms of the body to feed the brain energy. And those are the things that we're trying to kind of exploit at Neurovella and Next Health. So I'm extremely excited about the next chapter in neuroscience, and it was I believe it was in the 30s or 40s, where someone mentioned exercise physiology is really important, and people were laughing at this guy. And they were saying, exercise physiology, what is that? You know, who wants to go like lift weights? Or it was looked upon societally as like a crazy idea. And now we're sitting here, this group of people, saying cognitive fitness is a great idea. And there are a lot of people who are going to laugh at us. But I can assure you, 10, 15, 20 years from now, cognitive fitness will be an everyday thing. It'll be preventative, it'll be therapeutic, it will be athletic, it will be good for surgeons and fighter pilots and CEOs and anyone who wants to get after it in life. And so I really hope it doesn't take us 50 to 100 years to figure that out. So I'm very excited for this brain massage. I assure you I need it. My apologies, I'm actually on call as we speak, so if I get called in, I will leave the meditation very quietly to return to the hospital. And if there are any questions, I'm available by email, Twitter, Facebook, and neurovella.com. I can't wait to see you guys at the Brain Spa in Santa Monica. Thank you.
Yeah, you can sit here. I think some people came in a little bit late. Do you guys are there headsets over there? Do you need them? All right, can I get a count? 2 more? 1 more? 3? Perfect, thank you, John. All right, you guys ready for a brain massage? Awesome, Peter, you're going to take it away?
Thank you. So welcome everybody. My name is Peter Oppermann. To just get that out of the way, my accent is from Germany, in case you were wondering. Dr. Amir spoke so beautifully about cognitive fitness, and I want to start with some words from, at least in my own experience, the ultimate cognitive fitness coach, the Buddha himself, who said something really beautifully, apparently, that how our thoughts create our actions, and our actions create our habits, and our habits create our personalities, and our personalities create our destiny. Right? So thinking, actions, habits, personalities, destiny. So if you are interested in optimizing your destiny, if you maybe feel you came here into this life to contribute, to leave a destiny that maybe at the end of your life that will inevitably come for all of us, when you will be looking back at your life and considering what kind of footprint do I want to leave on this planet? What kind of difference maybe do I want to have made besides caring for myself and my loved ones? Maybe even you came here to make this world a better place. So you almost can reverse engineer that causal chain from your destiny to your personality, to your habits, to your thoughts. And ultimately the thoughts originate in our mind, in the brain. So taking good care of our brain is pivotal if we want to think long-term, if we want to think preventative, like in a place, like a community like Next Health, where the focus obviously is more on the physical body itself, but just as important, or maybe even more important so, is the operating system, is the brain, is the way how we process information. Another teacher that I really revere a lot, Dr. Joe Dispenza. Anybody familiar with his work? Highly recommend his books and teachings and so forth. And he speaks about how our brain can either be a record of the past, where all of our past experiences, traumas, memories are stored in the brain, and the brain optimizes itself constantly through neuroplasticity to keep this information and to process information through a process called pattern recognition. So this beautiful, most complex organ that we all have between our ears is literally a record of all of our past experiences. So if we think about change, if we think about optimization, being our best self, being our optimal self, we also need to think, how does my brain need to match that more optimal me? Where does that come from if the brain is a record of the past? And Dr. Joe Dispenza speaks about how we have the capacity to let our brain be a map for the future, where through various techniques, one of them being creative visualization, already imagining certain outcomes that you are passionate about, to literally mentally rehearse as if you were going to a gym, the same way how you take care of your body by going to the gym. Imagine you're spending time with your brain, with your imagination, to steep yourself in a reality that you wish to call into your life, to prepare your brain to be ready for that reality. And what I've seen in my work as a coach and meditation teacher, working with individuals and groups around the world, is that if you engage in a process like that, and it takes a little bit of practice, it takes discipline. One of my dance teachers likes to say, it's one of my favorite quotes, it takes discipline to be a free spirit. It's very powerful to engage in discipline, in daily discipline, and in a discipline of imagining what you want to call into your life, both mentally, emotionally, and energetically. We are all, the whole universe is energy in motion. So imagine energy in motion is a form of frequency, it's a wavelength, it's a song, so to speak. And this meditation I want to share with you, this brain massage, my intention for you is to imagine, let's just, before we go into the meditation, let's just close our eyes for a moment. And for you as this beautiful human being that found your way into this place tonight, into this community at Next Health, just envision yourself being in a state of optimal health, of optimal functioning, where your mental faculties are in a state of brilliance, where your physical body is running smoothly, where your emotions are regulated, you have the space to respond with compassion, with kindness to yourself and others, and where you have plenty of energy. So this avatar, this superbly healthy, vibrant you, try to connect with that version of yourself. And in the meditation that we're going to embark upon in a minute, imagine that this is a journey to connect with that optimal you, as if you're putting on a spacesuit to connect with that person, that possible you, and to prepare your brain to match that state of being, and to release what's in the way in terms of limiting beliefs, in terms of habits, and to massage your brain, so to bust the bubble that you're going to be your own brain masseuse by imagining that state. So when I say bust the bubble, I'm not going to massage your brain, you're going to massage your own brain, so to speak. We're going to do this via a guided meditation. Please open your eyes again. With the help of these wireless headsets, we'll work with a technology called Binaural Beats, which is a technology to help the brain to drop into a so-called theta brainwave state. It's overall easier to meditate. Thoughts tend to be less present, and it will also give you an opportunity to be more in your own space. So please turn on your headset. You see those two little green buttons. At the bottom is an on switch, and then on the side allows you to choose between three colors. Make sure it's set to blue, otherwise you won't hear anything. And on the other side is a little volume knob that will allow you to adjust the volume. And that's about it. Make yourself comfortable. If you're seated, I recommend to uncross your legs, put your feet on the ground. If you're standing, stand comfortably, or even sit down, find a corner. I don't know if you can dim the lights a little bit. Make sure it's set to blue. Everybody, if you see a neighbor whose headset is not blue, maybe tap them on their shoulders. And let's begin. Once again, welcome. You should be able to hear my voice and some ocean waves. So please make yourself comfortable. And when you're ready, close your eyes.
your mind wanders, know that's natural. And whenever you can, bring your attention back to the experience of your breath. You're drawing in fresh oxygen, life force into your body. And as you exhale, allow yourself to release any tension or tightness or stagnant energy. You're sending a signal to your body, to your nervous system, that you are safe. As you exhale, allow your face to relax. As you exhale, release the shoulders. As you exhale, soften the abdomen. As you exhale, allow your whole body to relax. Allowing these sound waves to travel through the space between your ears. Let these sound waves be like a gentle massage. Allowing to harmonize your neural pathways. Releasing, discharging any old patterns that are not in alignment with who you are. these sound waves travel through an ocean of sound. Allowing the sense of your awareness to expand. Beyond your physical body, into the surrounding space. Imagine that there is an opening at the top of your head. Like a beautiful window into the sky. Allow your awareness to expand. And become as vast and open like the sky. And let your thoughts be like the clouds, coming and going. Arising and passing away. Open sky. Open mind. Infinite sky. Infinite mind. Allow yourself to relax into the space between your thoughts. Imagine you are leaving your physical body behind. Finding yourself traveling through a tunnel of blue healing light. Weightlessly, effortlessly. Leaving your old familiar self behind. Any old habits, stories, limiting beliefs about not being worthy or good enough, or maybe not lovable for who you are. Leave those behind. Just like old clothes that have come out of fashion. Allowing yourself to feel lighter and clearer. Returning to your natural state. You're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. As you step out, you're finding yourself in the land of infinite possibilities. And as you look ahead, you're noticing a person walking towards you. From the future. A person with a particular glow and presence. Be able to see that person or simply feel, intuit their presence. And as this person comes closer, you are realizing who it is. It is yourself. The part of yourself that is, that lives in a state of optimal health, vibrant, full of energy. Beautiful. Allow this person to come closer. Notice its shape. The clothes. thoughts that you may notice. Simply ask that healthy you, that vibrantly healthy you, how did you get here? How did you arrive in the state that you're in? What is the one thing you did consistently that brought you where you are? And looking back, what was the biggest obstacle you had to overcome? Future you and you are stepping closer to each other, holding, hugging each other. Allowing yourself to feel the warmth, the heartbeat. And all of a sudden it is as if you are merging with stepping into that vibrantly healthy version of yourself. Allow yourself to feel, to open up. To breathe into yourself. Allow yourself to feel. Notice the state of your body. Your emotional state. And state of mind. Allow yourself to feel. embracing this state of optimal health. Allow yourself to feel a sense of appreciation and gratitude. Let this be real. Stay with it. You're creating new patterns. New neural pathways that match your vibration. Appreciating a sense of longevity, of vibrant health. Of clarity. Stay with it. Allow yourself to go in deeper. Beautiful human body of yours. This masterpiece. Perfectly suited to be you. To be the fullest expression of yourself in this life. Gifted with a brain that matches your destiny. to give thanks to your brain, this magnificent organ, the most complex structure in the known universe. And then slowly bring yourself back into your seat, into your body, deepening your breath. Waking yourself up from within. And as we create a gentle transition from this inward journey back into a wakeful state, know that you have never left in the first place. You just utilize your capacity to imagine, to go beyond your physical body, to go into a quantum state where anything is possible in the here and the now. And imagine that this practice would be a part of your daily health regimen to remind yourself to optimize your brain. How far you could come. So gently start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your toes and fingers. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes.
All right, so welcome back, everybody. I'm curious who traveled the furthest. I definitely went somewhere. So welcome back, everybody, from this little sample brain massage. Feel free to come for more. I teach this class every Wednesday night at Unplug Meditation, not far from here, in West Hollywood on Melrose Avenue, 8 o'clock every Wednesday. So feel free, if you have any questions for Dr. Vokshoor or myself, please, we have some time afterwards. So thanks again for the opportunity to share what's dear to my heart, and thank you so much.
We'll stay after to chat.
I'll just say some closing notes. Dr. Amir, Peter, thank you so much for that incredible treat. I'd love to have you guys both on our podcast so we can have a more extensive conversation on the work that you're doing and share that with all of you guys so you can hear more about it. I hope everyone had a wonderful experience. I know I did. On your way out, remember to pick up the vouchers at the front door for your complimentary shot. We will be choosing the winner for the Brain IV tomorrow, And we do have one additional bonus for you guys. We have our good friend Kari Walker in the audience over here. I put him on the spot. He's the founder of the 333, which is a conscious community. And Kari and Peter have teamed up to do a moonlight full moon MindTravel experience, which will be this Saturday. It's a sold-out event. It'll have deep house beats, so you can groove under the moonlight. It'll be incredible, and we're going to be choosing one person to get 2 tickets for that as well. So that's it. If you guys want to stay for a couple of questions, they've offered to hang out. Thank you all for coming.
Dropped in? Yeah.
And everyone can just leave the headsets on your chairs.
Quick picture? Yeah. Nice. How's the race? Nice over heels.
What's that? It was amazing. It was great. And I really...
It's a lot to fit.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, it'd be wonderful. One more, guys.
Go on.